Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel. This is David Sikinemi Comics. All right, I got five major key books here. It's not Silver Age. It's pretty much all modern, but this is just like a major keys. I wanted to do this video, but unfortunately, this book was locked up in my suitcase for comics, but I've lost my forgot my combination lock. So for the past what 2.5 some years, so last couple of weeks I was able to break it, and I just wanted to show you the five books that was in there, and let's see what the secondary markets are asking and selling. All right, before we start, you know what the deal is. You know that we got 79 comics. Use the code SNMC to get 10% discount on all your orders. Not a one-time thing. You can use it many times you want. And right now they are having this Natalie Sander Action Comic New 52 issue number one reprint with Natalie Sander. So, and also Fantastic Four number one by Gabriel Delato, and also Batman 160, um, the Hush Run, the part two with Natalie Sander as well. So once again, really great thing. Check them out. Once again, use that code SNMC to get 10% discount on all your order. All right, so now we got that started. Let's see what these five books are. All right, the first one is not an easy book to get. You have to send in so much of the UPC code from the Nabisco in order to for them to send this. And this is Wolverine 145. This is when Wolverine get his Animanium back. All right, covered down by Bill Sienkiewicz. I think I'm pronouncing it right. This is the back cover with Hulk, Sabretooth, and Wolverine, and there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Return of Wolverine, Animanium, Hulk and Sabretooth appearance, Apocalypse cameo on the last page. All right, once again, not an easy book to find in the wild, but if you do have it, this happens to be somewhat modern variant grail to some people, and of course for me as well. And let's see what this does. All right, so Wolverine 145 Nabisco variant. Let's see. All right, we got 8.5 asking 13.20, 9.4 asking 16.50. Handcrafted magnet. Okay, we don't need that. 9.6 asking for $2,080.50. All right, 9.0 with the custom label 1400, 9.6 2200, 2200. Signed by Stanley asking 4500. 8.5 signed by Jack Human. Oh, Hugh Jackman. Jack Human. I'm sorry, my dementia, not dementia, my reading things backwards is kicking in hard this morning. Anyway, 8.5 signed by Hugh Jackman, 4,800, 9.8 asking for. Wow, this is signed by three. Um, Destivine, Bill Sienkiewicz, Linya Liu. Wow. Pretty cool. 10,000, 9.8. Here's one Stan Lee sign. And I wonder what this signed by. It says signed by Stan Lee, but I'm sure he used the black ink. For $8,150. Here, there is another one here with the gold claw, silver, and there's an error with there's no foil. So that's pretty much it. All right, so with that, let's see what it's been sold for. All right, Magnus sold for 650, 70 sold for 700, 94 sold for 1300 on a bid back in May 20th, 96 here for $1,700 with the custom, yeah, with the custom label, and that was the one back in April 21st. So as you can see, there is still a huge demand for this one here, and the 96 selling for $1,700. That makes me feel very good inside, because that's the grade that I have of myself. All right, not bad, not bad. Like I said, you needed to get some Nabisco, I don't know, UPC code. You send it in, and they'll send this to you. Lately Marvel is not doing anything like that because they're not collaborating with anybody. I think they did with Coca-Cola, but it's not like you have to send anything to get any type of new comic book. I hope they do that. Bring that back. Collaborate with, I don't know, Nabisco or I don't know, something, because DC had did it with I think with some kind of dog biscuit thing, and you get to get a comic book. Come on, Marvel, do that again. I'm sure people will eat it up, man. All right, the second book here is another banger. J. Scott Campbell, Amazing Spider-Man presents Black Cat issue number one. I believe this is one of the 100. Um, I could be mistaken. It could be one of 50, but I think this is one of 100. All right, by J. Scott Campbell. All right, this is back in 2010. Not the most, not the best Black Cat that Campbell has done, but it is one of the rarest one that he has done. So right here, Black Cat. All right, let's see what that book goes for. Do, 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 do. Okay, 9-8 signed, asking 1750. Here is a print, asking 2600. And as we go down, I think that will be pretty much it when it comes to Black Cat, Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, there's only one, but this is the Panini version of it, so it's not the incentive variant. Right, so let's check that out. Sold. Boom. 9-8 signed. This is the this is the Panini. So far, $1,200. Not bad. Not bad. Here's another one. So for on an 8-0 for $232. Here's a raw. Here's the original Black Cat variant for $700 in raw. Here's another one in La Molecon exclusive, 123.50 on a 13 bid back in April. The recent one was June 20th. And here's one that sold for $876 back in March for 43 bids. And everything else is right here, $2,400. Wow, back in April 5th. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ooh, all right. I think that's pretty much it when it comes to that book. But wow, $2,400. Wow, sold by Venom 75 slash dash 12 2012. Yep, we've seen it right here. It's a confirmed sale. There we go. 2,400 back in April and March and May. May 12th for $700. I think the condition might be a little bit not near mint, but anyway, that's that, the highest one. So if you have it, if it's part of your grail, kudos, because that's my wife's favorite cover. All right, this is also something that my wife took from me. I think this is the reason why I put it in that case so that I don't do anything. But anyway, this happens to be the best cover. Nothing that he would change in this cover when he made it is Adam Hughes, Supergirl, and the Legion of Superheroes, issue number 23, 1 out of 15 or 1 out of 10 ratio incentive variant. If you know it, you know it. There's a lot of homage that have done to it, but I think back in days, I think somebody interviewed Adam Hughes saying, "What is your favorite cover that you have done?" And he said, "This was it," because once it finished, there was nothing that he wanted to change. So there we go, guys. Losh 23, Adam Hughes. All right, let's see what that is asking on a secondary market. And here we go. 9-8 on a Mexican foil, 170 signed by Adam Hughes. Here's the Italian Panini version of it, $600. Here's wow. I think this is 9698 in the foil. Original Mexican and Panini for 1,500. Here's a 9.8 asking for $1,600. Here's one. I think this is the foil version of it. Yeah, signed $174. 181. Here is that Italian, I think. Yep, Italian. $94. Another one, 49. Here is 1,200, signed by Adam Hughes. 494 for 1,200. Here's one. Well, Supergirl. I don't know. I don't understand this one. All right. What is this? Italian EGC. Okay. European grading service 9.8, $300. Here's a 9.8 asking 1735 18. Shipping is 102, so we're looking at what 100 and 1,800. 1,800. 9.6 asking for 1,200 here. Here's a CBCS, La Molecon, another reprint, another reprint, another reprint. All right, there's a lot of reprint here. So, how about, yeah, wow. Yeah. For 1 out of 10, asking for $1,500 to $1,800. That's what he sold for right here. It's 1 out of 10, guys. $900 for a near mint copy of that. It's a 9.6, so for 950 back in June 15 and June 15. Here's never mind about that. $700 on. I mean, really think about it. Super Grand, the Legion Super. I don't think many people were reading this. Along with that, ordering 10 copies. All right, so here's 198. So for $1,400, yowza, on May 13. 1,300 again on May 11th. And here's 9.6, so for 1,080. Nice. And 700. 9.8, so for 13 on an old CBCS case. Yeah, so it still has a huge demand. 9.8, so for 14.85 back in May 11 with 44 bids. I like to see that. That's a nice one. So still great demand for this Wash 23 by Adam Hughes. If you did have it, would you buy it? Would you sell it? What? All right, the next one here is you need to. I don't know how you attain this this comic book, but this is from Marvel Comic back in 2009. But there is also one that you can get it in the magazine on the extra large. It's like a pop culture type of magazine where you see a lot of on their rappers and things. But here it is: Eminem, Punisher, Kill You. With no number. So this is actually not for sale. So this is like a promotional copy. It's a very thin copy, but like I said, there is one like this that you can get it in XXL magazine. That is not comic book like this, but it's actually in the magazine. So some people prefer like this. Some people prefer the magazine version. But here, there it is, Balaroca. And let's see what this comic book sells for and has asking for. Like I said, it's a major key, guys. Major key on this version in this video today. And here it is. 9.4 asking 900. 9.6 asking for 1350. Oh, it's on auction for 1350. Here is one raw comic book for $550 of best offer. Here's a 9.0 asking on a bid. Nobody bid on this yet. So this is the one that has a magazine. I mean, that comic book for $14.20. Here's a 9.8 asking for $3,000 on this old CBCS case. Oh wow, $900. There's this one for Store, Mighty Avengers, you know, and XX Magazine. All right, 98 Sign by Van Lente. I wonder who the hell the Van Lente is. Oh, he's a story. He's the one that wrote the stories. What? Fifth. All right, all right. It's a 98 asking 3,950. Nada. This book is not an easy 98 book to get. Boom, boom. Here's another one, then $100. I think that's pretty much it. Do you? Okay, I don't get this. Do you pool? All right, that's pretty much it, guys. That's what's asking about $500 to $1,400. Um, some people are asking maybe 2,000 on a 98. Where's that 98? 98, 3,000. So 500 to $3,000 book. What it's asking, but wow, May 22nd, 1350. Not bad. I'm very happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. Um, 8.5 sold for 600, 9.8 sold for 2,000. Um, wow, May 25th. Somebody's got a deal on this one. $50, guys. $50. I don't care what condition. Wow. Nice. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So average about what we can say is, yeah, about on a high grade 9.6 to 9.8, we're looking about what, 14 to $2,000, $600 different, and somewhere in between in a mid high grade we're looking at $600. So average about 500 for raw. On a high grade, on a grade in a CDC, about 1,400 to $2,000. Nice. Now, if you do have this book, would you sell or would you buy? That's the key question. Last book of the day, one of the iconic covers, the black suit and Amazing Spider-Man issue 300, first full Venom, covered down by Todd McFarlane. And yeah, missed the grade on a 9.8. I wish I could. I was thinking about holding back, but there is one white take in the back. All right, let's see what he does. All right, we got here on a newsstand 820. We got here 260 on a newsstand. 420. You'll see a lot of books in a whole different like ranges of whole ranges of freaking whatchamacallit prices here. 102. What is that? Reprint and original for 300. 1 day left for 310. 60, 130. Here's one newsstand for 240 on a new. Like I said, this has pretty much all around very fine. Fine to very fine. I mean, the back look, if the front looks okay, always check the back. Right? 400, 85, 80, 65, 450, 55, asking 300, 92, 94, asking 679, 6, yeah. 80 white pages on the newsstand, 425. I'll crack that shit open. Here's signed by Todd McFarlane, 550. Here's a 301. Like I said, it's pretty much all around 90 so for still 1 day left at 300. I remember I sold my 90 signed by McFarlane for about what, $850. So I was I timed it right. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so you can kind of see this is not a rare book. I mean, 9.8 on a foil. It's not a book. It's not an e. I mean, it's not a rare book. I mean, look at it. I can scroll this down. They probably have about 3 to 4. Get that 9 more pages. So I'll stop that here. Um, so there's still a lot of demand, and people are still buying. So that's a good news. Let's see what has been sold. 960 for 1,000. That's what I got. All right. Back in June 21st, 375. Like I said, 1,200 signed by McFarlane. Uh, 515 newsstand, 94724. The whole lot for 500. I think that's a pretty good deal. I think, depending on the condition. Um, like I said, there is no shortage when it comes to 300s here. Wow. Okay. Like I said, wow. Somebody. Wow. June 16th, $1,300 and a 9.6 white pages. Sweet. Yeah. Like I said, guys, it's not a shortage of ASM 300. So yeah, some people might have been that grill. As for me, I had a 9.0. Got it. Rated it 9.6 because of just one goddamn white tick right by the on the backs. Well, there's two. No, there's three. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this segment. Like I told you, it's bangers today on this video. Hope you like it. Give it some thumbs up. And before we leave, once again, shout out to 799 Comics. Use that code SNMC to get your discount on all your orders. And with that said, guys, hope you enjoyed this segment. I did, showing off my books. And but till next time, shoots.